You think you're buying a watch. They're deciding whether you deserve to stay. You want a Rolex. They want a client. That sounds similar. It's not. You walk into a boutique thinking about a model, a reference, a moment. You picture the call, the box, the wrist shot. They're not picturing your wrist. They're picturing your trajectory. And that's the misalignment. You think you're competing for a piece of steel. They're evaluating whether you're expandable. If you don't understand that from the first conversation, you're already in the wrong game. When you say, "I'm looking for a Daytona," you think you're expressing passion. From your perspective, that makes sense. From theirs, it's a risk calculation. They're not asking, "Does he love this watch?" They're asking, "What happens after this allocation? Do you disappear? Do you flip it? Do you ghost for 2 years? Or do you grow?" Luxury retail is not structured around fairness. It's structured around leverage. A single allocation doesn't move their business. A multi-year client does. And here's the uncomfortable part. You can have 6 figures in your brokerage account and still look small. Money doesn't make you a client. Predictability does. Be honest. When you walked into that boutique, were you thinking about the store's growth or your Instagram post? That question alone exposes the gap. Buyers think in moments. Clients are evaluated in patterns. Buyers chase references. Clients build portfolios. Buyers want to win. Clients look like longevity. And the worst thing you can do in a boutique is look like you need the watch. The moment your energy says, "This is my dream piece," you've signaled something dangerous. You've signaled that this is the peak of your journey. Emotion signals short-term. Short-term signals capped value. Picture 2 customers. One walks in every 3 weeks asking about a Pepsi. Same tone, same urgency, same ask. The other walks in differently. He talks about the brand, mentions other models casually. Doesn't press, doesn't cling to one reference like it's oxygen. Which one feels expandable? Which one feels finished? That difference changes everything. Because authorized dealers aren't selling watches. They're allocating risk. Every allocation is a resource. And resources go to whoever increases the long-term value of the store. Not the loudest person. Not the most impatient. Not even always the wealthiest. The one who compounds. You think the call comes down to timing. It doesn't. The decision usually happens earlier than you think. In the way you spoke. In the way you framed your interest. In whether you sounded temporary or durable. If every visit sounds the same, you've already been categorized. Showing up repeatedly with the same ask doesn't elevate you. It reinforces your ceiling. If nothing about you evolves, nothing about your priority changes. And when the store reviews its internal list, they're not asking who wants it most. They're asking who expands the ecosystem, who introduces friends, who grows into other pieces, who stays. Here's the shift. Stop asking, "How do I get this Rolex?" Start asking, "How do I look like someone they build around?" That question changes everything. It changes how you speak. It changes how you show up. You stop proving passion. You start signaling stability. You stop chasing the piece. You start demonstrating trajectory. And then something clicks. The allocation call isn't a reward for waiting. It's confirmation of classification. You didn't win the watch. You graduated tiers. From the outside, allocations look random. From the inside, they're strategic. The store isn't thinking about your dream. They're thinking about durability. Who is still here in 3 years? Who compounds? Who scales? Who becomes part of the store's long-term revenue map? If you only ever look like a one-time transaction, you remain one. If you look like infrastructure, you get treated like infrastructure. You want a Rolex? They want a client. Until those goals align, you'll keep feeling like you're losing. Not because you're unlucky, not because supply is fake, but because you're optimizing for the wrong objective. The moment you realize you're not a customer, your inventory being evaluated. The game becomes clearer. And clarity is what most people never get. Thanks for watching. If you want more insights on status, luxury, and the psychology behind it all, make sure to subscribe and stay tuned. This is Status Driven. See you in the next one.